Hello, welcome to this virtual information session about our certificate and Master of Science degree program in drug discovery and development, in abbreviation DDD. I am Dr. Eric Chen, a professor of pharmaceutical science and the director of DDT program in the College of Pharmacy at the University of North Texas Health Science Center in Fort Worth, Texas, United States. In the next 20 minutes or so, I want to walk through the element of our DDT program, starting by introducing you to the concept of DDT, as well as the employment opportunities in the DDT field. I want to show you briefly about the Texas landscape of the life science, biotech, and pharma industry, and give you also a detailed explanation of our certificate and master's degree program in DDT. I will highlight some of our teaching faculties and also the features of our DDT program. To the end, I want to provide you explanation about the admissions requirement and process, as well as context for our DDT program. Now, first, the United States Food and Drug Administration defines the DDT process as a multi-step, progressive R&D process, which typically starts with laboratory-based discovery research, followed by preclinical research in animal models. This part of research, also known as IND-enabling studies. If the results are encouraging, the lab or the company would submit an investigative new drug application in order to initiate clinical research in human subjects for the determination of efficacy or toxicities. If the clinical data are good enough, the drug developer would submit a new drug application for FDA to review and to hopefully approve. Once a new drug is approved, the drug developer now is entitled to mass produce that new medication for clinical use. FDA will continue to conduct post-market safety surveillance of the new medication to detect any long-term effect. The concept of DDT also refers to the knowledge, skills, and the technicals required for pursuing the process. Correspondingly, there are many types of job functions involved in the DDT process. Here, I just want to highlight just a few. For example, research scientists of various nature are typically required for the preclinical research, and clinicians, physicians, would require for clinical research, and scientific writers, reviewer, and administrator would be required for review and approval, and the process scientist and the project manager are required for mass production, and medical science liaison are required for marketing the new medication to clinics. Therefore, we can safely assume that students or graduates with the right amount of knowledge and skills in DDT may enjoy a wide range of employment opportunity that include, but are not limited to, the life science, biotech, and pharma industry, the research institutions or hospital, contract research organizations, clinical pharmacies, consulting firm, law firms, or other medical science liaison I mentioned, even possibly work for the government agencies such as FDA. I need to point out that many of those job functions may require additional training and or credentials. For example, in order to be a medical science liaison, you would typically require have a pharmacy degree. I want to show you the Texas landscape of life science, biotech, and the pharma industry. It is well known that Texas has top-notch cancer centers, medical centers, and health centers, and highly ranked universities. Texas also has actually more than 250 life science, biotech, and pharma industries, companies. About 70 of them are actually located within a 100-mile radius of the DFW metropolitan area in which our university is located. Here are some of the headlines that illustrate the fact that the life science, biotech, and the pharma industry in Texas are growing rapidly, especially in the past few years. And it's projected to be continually expanding in the foreseeable future. So now, here comes to a side-by-side comparison between our certificate program in DDT and Master of Science program in DDT. Certificate program is a short educational enrichment program that consists of 4 to 5 courses, depends on the status of the students, for a total of 12 semester credit hours. All those courses are offered online, and students can take them asynchronously from home. Master of Science degree program comes with 11 courses for a minimum of 30 semester credit hours that can be completed from 1 to 3 years. 80% of the courses can be taken online. The last component of capstone research or internship is offered for on-site in-person training. I need to point out that this MSDG program does not require thesis, but it does require on-site training experiences. Both programs aim to provide students a systematic learning opportunity about the DDT process, and they will increase student understanding of the clinical, medical, and regulatory affairs of the DDT program. The MS program should also enrich student skill set and broaden student career opportunities. Students should benefit from those type of program for being more competitive in the job market. Working professionals may also be able to expand their roles and responsibility, and therefore to advance their career. The certificate program may serve as a gateway to advanced educational programs such as MS, PhD, or professional programs such as PhD. Credit earned from the certificate program are transferable to MS DDT program. MS DDT program should also expand students' professional network through capstone research or internship practicum, and will expose students to the real-world working environment. In terms of cost and fee, the certificate program has a flat amount of little bit over $4,000 for all students. The MSDD program sum up to $10,000 for in-state full-time student, close to $23,000 for out-of-state or international students. Our program does provide a competitive scholarship opportunity to admitted MS-DDT students that I will explain in the next slide. So this 2030 Vision Scholarship is available to all admitted MS students to apply. Interested students need to submit a short essay upon admission about your vision of the drug discovery and the development field in the year 2030, and how will an MS degree prepare you to enter the DDT field. The DDT programs committee will review all eligible applications and make a selection. If you are selected to receive this scholarship, $1,000 per year will be credited towards your tuition fees. And this scholarship is particularly meaningful to out-of-state or international students, because upon receiving this scholarship, those out-of-state and international students only need to pay in-state tuition fee, which is much lower than out-of-state tuition fee, which would then translate into almost 60% of saving. So this right table show you the specific numbers in academic year 2022 to 23. The in-state or Texas resident student will pay a little bit of $10,000 for tuition fee. So upon receiving the scholarship, those in-state students need only to pay a little bit over $9,000 for the entire program. Regularly, out-of-state or international students need to pay almost like $23,000. But upon receiving this scholarship, they only need to pay this in-state tuition rate plus this $1,000 credit. So to the end, those out-of-state or international students also need to pay a little bit over to $9,000, which indicate a total saving of more than $13,000 for out-of-state or international students. Specifically about the DDT certificate curriculum, it consists of 4 to 5 courses, depending on the status. So regular DDT students only need to take 4 courses each for 3 semesters per hour, for a total of 12 semesters per hour. Those courses are offered fully online, and the credit earned can be applied to MSDT program. Students are matriculated once a year in the 4th semester, and this certificate program can be completed in 2 to 4 semesters. There's a special case for our pharmacy student who will need to take this 1 semester credit hour elective course in conjunction with this pharmacogenetics course as a 2 semester credit hour core course in person for their pharmacy program. The MSDDT program curriculum, understandably, is longer and it's more complicated, which consists of 9 required courses and 2 courses that are selected from among 4 electives for a minimum of 30 semesters per hour. As said, there's no need for thesis, but the students are required to undertake a capstone research or internship practicum on-site training courses. The entire program can be completed in as short as 1 year for a full-time student or up to 3 years as a part-time student. Students are matriculated once a year in the fall. And I will give you more explanation with regard to the capstone research on the next slides after this. So briefly, I want to just highlight our core teaching faculty for the DDT program, as shown here by name or pictures. They are all very much nationally and or internationally recognized experts in the field of biotechnology, biomedical science, and or pharmaceutical science. They are all very much experienced teachers as well as mentors. Quite a few of them had years of industrial or real-world experience prior to become a faculty at our universities. So here I can summarize the remarkable features of our DDT program in such a way. They are the first specialized DDT program in the state of Texas, with rapidly growing life science, biotech, and pharma industry. They are highly accessible. As said, all the DDT certificate courses are offered online and can be taken asynchronously from home. 80% of the MSDT program courses are offered online. And then the last 20% of on-site training courses is offered, but with flexibility. Students can undertake this on-site training either on campus or off campus, inside or outside of the United States. Upon appropriate arrangement, we will assist students to identify the best training site for completing this component of the DDT program. Our DDT programs are accelerated and career-focused, and they come with a very affordable tuitions and rate and fees. They are also super flexible for completion either as a full-time student or part-time student. And finally, as said, many teaching faculties do have real-world biopharma industry experiences. Now, we think that such 4 categories of individual may consider to apply. First are the qualified undergraduate student with a major in chemistry or life science, and who have completed at least 90 semester credit hours of undergrad coursework with a minimum GPA of 2.75. Recent college graduates with BA or BS in chemistry or life science, as well as the minimum GPA of 2.75. Current graduate student or professional student, such as our family student, as well as other full-time or part-time students, including working professionals. We do require the same minimum GPA of 2.75 for every potential student, as well as at least 6 semester credit hours of biology, 6 semester credit hours of chemistry, 6 semester credit hours of calculus, and or statistics in combination. For students from non-English speaking country, we do require them to submit their TOEFL overall score from consideration. We understand that not every application may be able to meet all of these requirements. Therefore, we are willing to consider applications that do not meet all of the requirements, but come with an appropriate justification for special consideration. For example, if someone has extensive working environment experience in the farm industry, we would view this as a very positive factor toward their favorable consideration. So our MSDDD online application portal is open at a grad case that you can start from our program website, which will lead you to the grad case. You will need to register at grad case in order to log in. We require applicant to submit an online application, which include 1-page personal statement of interest, 1 or 2 letters of recommendation. You can consider to submit other optional documents such as CV, resume, or other supporting credentials. You will need to submit the application fee online. Also, arrange to have your official transcript sent directly from your institution to grad case. International applicant will require to arrange to have their international course work evaluated by the WES International Credential Agency. And for ESL student, you will need to submit a TOEFL score report directly to grad case. The DDT certificate online application portal is open at our program website shown here. Finally, if any of you have additional questions about the admissions process, you may contact our campus office of admissions and recruitment at this email address or by calling the phone number. If you have questions about the academic matters, you may contact me at my email address here or by calling me at this phone number. If you happen to be visiting our campus, you're always welcome to stop by my office in room 340K in the RES building at this campus address. Lastly, I would also always refer you to visit our program website for detailed information as well as for up-to-date information. Thank you for your watching of this short video. Bye-bye.